Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the A and B conversation. Anthony Stevenson and myself, Brian Waters, joining you again. Now, there seems to be a lot of controversy about none other than fantasy football. I was in the store, right? I'm taking a look, and yearly I like to pick up magazines, decide, read them, see where everybody's predictions are going. But you know what was in my way? A bunch of fantasy football magazines. I'm like, wow, this stuff is really big here. So, my question is to you, Anthony. What is your take on fantasy football? Is it hurting the game, or is it making it? Isn't it making? Is it making it better? Making it more interesting? What is your take?
Actually, fantasy football is really, really improving the game. It really is. Like, I've never seen so many fans as passionate about it as back in the early 90s. You know, you got fans that's coming out the woodwork now. It's ladies involved in this now. Ladies are involved in football so much now. Fantasy football really brings up the morale. I love it. I can't get enough of it. I'm actually going to be joining a fantasy football league this season. I've never done it, but I really see that you can make some money out of it, and I'm trying to get some of that money.
See, I played in the free league last couple of years, and one of my teams went to the playoffs. Last year I had about 4 or 5 teams. I had one on MSN, Fox, ESPN, and Facebook.
Okay.
And, I think I had 2 of them on here. And it's real interesting because you get the right players. Now, I didn't have the time to go to the recruiter and do the draft with my friends. This year I'm going to set it up with all people I know. I'm thinking about sending a bunch of text messages in the next couple of days, getting my teams together now. But it's very interesting when you do a draft with somebody because you can actually choose which players you want. And one time I didn't do the actual draft, and I ended up with Tom Brady and T.O. on the same team.
Yes.
It was very hard because when the 2 teams played each other, I was rooting for Tom Brady's stats, but at the same time rooting for the Cowboys. And I've even heard Peyton Manning say that he could be walking to the supermarket and guys come and say, "Peyton, come on, man. You really killed me last week. I needed you to get that extra touchdown." So it's going to be interesting, especially with the way the points. Now, I was listening to the radio the other day, and they was talking about how fantasy football is hurting the game.
Really? I don't see it.
They said because it's just a bunch of crap. But my thing is, you're not only looking at other teams. You're not just looking at your home team. You're looking at other teams. You're looking not just, okay, the Ravens come on, I'm done. But no, you turn on the next game because you want to see if your player's playing, you want to watch it. And you're turning on ESPN News. You're turning on SportsCenter.
Right.
NFL Tonight. All the shows, NFL Live. You're watching it just so you know who's doing what. And it's just so interesting. It's good for the game.
That's why I cannot see how it's hurting. It brings up ratings.
But you know what else they said is hurting the game? Madden football. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the A and B conversation.